Hello, gamers. It's Final Fantasy XIV time. Today, I have one goal. It's doing the Costa role quest. Because I made this new pictogram, and I want to use the hat, but it doesn't match. So I want to be able to dye it so it can match the rest of the fit. That's literally it. The little guy, yes! Little man. Hold on. Little guy. I love him. He's gonna be here with me, because he's a Costa, he's a black mage. And also because this is the Final Fantasy IX expansion. So, I thought it's only fitting for him to join. Alright. Without further ado, I'm just gonna get into it, and I'm gonna, like, blaze through it. I just really want to get it done, and I really wanted to stream it. So we're doing that. Uncouth Customs.
But I was wondering when you'd be along. Not a moment too soon, either. Got an urgent job that needs doing. No one else I'd entrust it with. Of course, you'll be wanting to know the details. It's a long story, so why don't you grab a seat over there? I'll join you shortly.
Yes, sir. Right, sit down. I have a Barat summit in Final Fantasy XIV. I'm so mad. I have a outfit that I really want to dye like Barat green, but they don't have a Barat green dye.
Now that we've all settled, allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm Brooke Evnu, the proprietor of Shibalyav TA. I'm so sorry. As you know, my establishment is open to anyone. People hailing from across Tyrol and sometimes even further come here to whet their appetites and slake their thirst. Given how we turn no one away, it's inevitable that a few bad apples might mix into my motley patrons, and therein lies the rub. A particularly rotten bunch was here not long ago. Just over there, in fact. Conversation most foul. How much time she's gotten mistaken by Lord? Wow. Thank you all for coming here so far from your respective homes. Little guy, what? Hey girl. As this is the first time we've all gathered in one place, perhaps formal introductions are in order. I am... Welcome, welcome. What'll you be having? Could we have a moment, please? We are in the middle of something very important. Now then, where was I? Wow, she's rude. Oh yes, I am Apyahi. If you are sitting here now, it is because I have personally invited you to the Passage of the Unbound, my secretive, villainous order with ambitions to sow discord throughout the world. Hello? Huh. Villains do not often call themselves such. Nor do secret orders have their meetings in places where all eyes can see. Well, yes. What do you know? Your snide remarks only ruin my carefully constructed atmosphere. If I had time to think of a suitable slogan, you would understand that words are everything. Oh, that was the other... No, okay. But I digress. I invited you all here for one reason. To throw the world into a mire of chaos and watch its nations crumble. What else would we call ourselves if not villainous? My only interest is to punish all who dare to mock and belittle me. So long as I can achieve that, you can call me whatever you like. The rich, the powerful, the mighty, all shall be crushed under the weight of my ire. They're just having a D&D session. Grand design for a group of 6. If we manage to muster others to our side, there's a limit on what we can accomplish. Well, there's 6 roles. I regret to say you are right. At present we are bound and powerless. That is why, in order to raise our fists against our oppressors, we must find the strength to shatter our shackles. Hey, kitty girl. And in so doing, we shall become unbound. Like the birds soaring up above, we shall take flight and spread our wicked wings, staining the azure skies black. Girl, it's raining. Ah, but sometimes skies become treacherous with clouds, and even birds must rest. You lurking with tab muted since you... Yeah. This is silly already. Speak of finding strength. Is that why we are here to look for it? So, I pledge my aid. Newfound might at my beck and call, I shall win adoration known only by a hero. Your eagerness is heartening, and you are correct. This FFXIV. I hope we get to... I hope she's the Costa one. She looks cool. Your eagerness is heartening, and you are correct. The tools to make our goal a reality lay in Tyrol. Across this continent can be found certain artifacts which possess untold power. Oh, our mouths. Did you say artifacts? Oh, I sense an adventurous hunt for both instruments
of devious devilry ahead. My imagination is overflowing with images of the new forms my trickery might take. I dare say the world is not ready. Yes, well, to get to the heart of the matter, the objects are held by the disparate tribes which make their homes in the Tyrrell continent, where they have been passed down through generations as sacred treasures. Whatever stories these people have attached to their so-called treasures matters not. Each contain the essence of fearsome beasts called Tyrrell Vitral, and with them in our possession, none shall be able to stand against us. We shall take the objects for ourselves, bring them across the sea, and use them to undermine nations far and wide. The means by which you each choose to do so, I leave in your hands. I only ask that you do not disappoint. I take it there are no questions? And let the passage of the unbound open unto the world. We begin at once. Jesse James.
This is Team Rocket. I should give her like a Team Rocket voice. I left without paying. Oh no, they didn't order a single thing. They're just having the D&D session at Burger King. I don't think they're that bad. That's the long and short of it. What do you think? They left without ordering. They left without ordering anything. Villainous indeed. Right there in their name. They're unbound by manners and respect. Won't be welcome back here anytime soon. You, on the other hand, can stay as long as you like. Of course, we had a duty to report what we heard to the Lance Guard. Did. Yeah, sorry, we did, but it did make a damn difference, because soon we learned those unwelcome guests had teeth. Not long ago, one individual from a remote tribe came here seeking help recovering a stolen relic. Another with the same story, then another, and so on. By the time we realized the passage of the Unbound was a real threat, and one and all made their way across the seas with their ill-gotten gains. Each tribe has sent one of their own to recover what was lost. In strange lands, they're at a disadvantage. That's why I've been looking for someone who knows every corner of Eorzea and beyond. Now, I know you've taken business in Tyrrell, or else you wouldn't be here in the first place. Take time to hear Raul Majun out, doing a service to any who could really use a helping hand.
Hi.
Cute. Alright, let's go talk to her. That's so silly. Move something. Alright. Oh, the lag as soon as I'm out of a cutscene. I just know there's people on the other side of this wall crafting. So pretty. Oh, that mosque. That's scary. Oh, it's a face paint.
Greetings, allow me to thank you personally for lending your assistance in this matter. I've been quite desperate for someone suitable.
Greetings, Raul Majun. Risk of becoming a daily nuisance, I must ask. Have been any developments you might share?
A nuisance? Why, perish the thought. You've come just in time. In fact, none other but the wanted Kimona has agreed to help aid in the search.
Finally, a fortunate turn. So long as our sacred treasures are in wicked hands, our homes shall know no peace. Say nothing of the danger they pose to other nations. These thieves really do intend to stir up chaos across the seas. Better depart in the next ship. Before you do, it might be proper to introduce those who have come into Uliola in search of aid.
Fuck. Oh god, the names in this game.
Luazinque. There comes from a village far to the north. A single warrior cannot hope to withstand the power of her tribe's relic. She requires a stout protector, someone who can be leaned upon when times are darkest.
That's a tank.
The heirloom that Impene must cover afflicts the terrible maladies upon its victims. Seek someone who commands great healing magics to counteract this effect.
So that's Hila?
Search for Shishapa's tribal treasure has been entrusted to a peerless hunter. She requires someone who acts as a frontline fighter who can distract her target while her bow takes deadly aim.
Oh, so that's melee.
Lastly, there's Sui, who knows little about her people's ancient artifact, decided that it must not fall into the wrong hands. He seeks a mage of great power, but anything beyond that lies shrouded in mystery.
That's me. Aren't you forgetting someone, Rolja? Your crisis is just as pressing, even if you won't say so yourself. Oh, so he's the ranged DPS. The Holja Ray hails from further south than even Mamook, and has traveled many days and nights in search of someone who can strike down their prey from afar. It's the only way to escape the effect of his village's treasure. Did I get it right?
Indeed. Indeed. Sorry, I can't read. I do get so forgetful of my old age. Thank you, Rolja. 5 tribes, 5 stolen treasures. All are waiting for the aid of a brave soul. Maybe that could be you, Kimona.
Well, sorry to this guy. I'm helping out the lady who needs a costing DPS. Of course, I'll share all that I know on the matter. You only need ask. I know I will not hold it against you should you choose to assist only those for whom your talents are best suited. As long as you do what you can, the people of Tural, and maybe even further, will be in your debt. There's so many role quests in this game I have not done. I've only done one per expansion, and those have both been the physical ranged. But this time I'm gonna be doing the tossing range. I might also do the physical ranged at some point, especially if it's like a follow-up to the Endwalker one, because I really like that one. Oh, it looks like we're going to routes. Wait. Okay, wait. If any of these have Doma... Okay, that looks like Ishgard, maybe, or, Rikapacha. Hard to tell where that is. It could be Doma, but it doesn't... It's not like... That's Lenosha. That's Costa del Sol. What's this one? That's Doma. Or is that, Ugane? That looks like Ugane. Oh. I might have to do that one. But first, we're doing this one, because I want to get the die. And I like Thevna. I like it quite a bit. Oh, hello, did Brooke ever send you to help out recover our stolen treasure? Thank the heavens. And judging by your accoutrements, you're learned in the arcane arts, yes? If so, we've needed for your power and wisdom. I can paint. Be told, it is wisdom we require most. You see, even though the treasure has been guarded by our people for generations, we know little of its true nature. Ages past, the forests of our homeland were plagued with terrible beasts, a constant source of fear and danger.
To combat this menace, our mages spent many moons researching the treasure, known as the Purge of the Apex. Upon unlocking its secrets, they were able to drive the monsters from the woods, bringing peace at last. With the threat all eradicated, our forebears forbade any further use of the treasure, shrined it within the village. As the years passed, we slowly forgot what it was to live in fear. Yet, as our struggles faded into memory, stories surrounding the Purge of the Apex became legend and myth. Oh, none living are certain of its true power. Yet the peace was shattered by a member of the Passage of the Unbound. Villain wheeled his way into our trust and stole upon my husband, Treasure's appointed guardian, catching him unaware with a terrible blow that left him unconscious.
At least he's alright. Oh, wait! He is yet to awaken!
So my daughter, Tepeke, has set forth to retrieve what was stolen. Like her father, she has no skill in the arcane arts and chose the path of the sword. That's why I've been seeking someone with the knowledge she lacks. Should the ancient power be unleashed, please, if you can find it in your heart to help Tepeke, I'll be forever grateful.
Consider it done.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Our only clue to the thief's whereabouts is from something he mentioned during his stay in our village. He spoke of his desire to bring change called Atzetan. That is where Tepeke decided to begin her search, so she boarded a ferry bound there by way of Limsa. Her trusted sword and shield close at hand. That's how you'll know her.
I'm sorry, a woman with a sword and a shield does not narrow it down very much.
She agreed to stay at Ratzatham to gather information until aid arrived. I know nothing of the place, but it's likely she can be found at a marketplace or some such. Please, bring our treasure and my daughter safely home.
Alright. Ratzatham. Oh. Those teleportation costs. I'm glad I've got Etherite tickets. Glad I'm getting out of here as well. Right. Oh wow, it's a woman with a sword and a shield.
Oh, you looking for me? What's over for? Mona, you say my mother sent you? I take it she's already explained the details, such as how we know next to nothing of the treasure and its capabilities. Only the legends passed down through our forebears to go on. Speak of the Tural Vidral, of an owl that once terrorized the forests, whose soul is sealed within the Purge of the Apex. Tales have only become more vague as the mists of time obscure the treasure's origin. And our village's eldest rumor has not been its warning uttered by those who once wielded its magics. The Master of the Apex shall be showered with good fortune, but leave only sorrow in their wake. It's clear that despite owing their safety to the Apex's power, our forebears viewed it as something to be feared. Be truly immense. On to the matter of the thief. During our brief acquaintance, he made plain his desire to bring change to Ratzatham. Naturally, I've started my search here and have been seeking anyone who's expressed dissatisfaction with the status quo. Sure enough, I soon heard stories of a recent arrival. Self-styled savior of Ratzatham who proclaims that he will lead the city to greatness and calls himself the Justicia. Apparently taken on the burden of personally exterminating the beasts which infest Thavnir's wilds.
made a great show of claiming he alone is equal to the task. He certainly draws a crowd with his boasting. They only watch him with more curiosity as he sets off into the jungles alone. I realize this could have nothing to do with our problem, but even the smallest lead must be pursued. Pretty often give his speeches at the region's smaller settlements. So, shall we go see this justiciar for ourselves? I'm gonna say that in a American accent. It's decided. I hear Yetlamed would be a great place to start. Only there we can find our next crumb of a clue.
I'm just now realizing, there were 6 of the people at the table, but there's only 5 role quests. So maybe the Era lady isn't in one of them, and she's like the leader, like the final boss. I don't know why I'm going to teleport this. I can literally just go out. Going to Yetlamed. Oh no, it's dark and it's rainy. God, I can't see shit. Come on. I should have just teleported. Let's go. It's going through all the trees. I don't care.
Mona, we're in luck. This boy saw the very man we seek. Seems he gave the same grand speech about saving people, claiming the danger lurking nearby before venturing forth to combat it alone. Yet the Radiant host cannot well stand idle if there truly were beasts afoot, so one of them followed him. All we need to do is pick up their trail. He ran towards the shroud, but you might be able to spot him from Ajaya's footsteps. You can see the whole forest from there. Thanks, you've been very helpful. So, Kimona, let's head there and see what we can see.
If it's gonna be one of those fucking point and click quests. Alpaca's moment. It's so good. I want the capybara so bad. I have 6 of the scales. I just need another 6. In the pre-stream, I actually got a notification that the fate was up. I should have gone and done it. But, oh well. Oh. If it's gonna be raining and I have to, like, fucking spot him.
Now then, let us begin our search. Since I've never actually seen the Justiciar, I suggest we must find the Radiant host soldier first. I'll do wear similar armor, after all.
Ugh! No. It's raining, I can't see shit. I assume that'd be along the path. Is that?
Whatever that is, it isn't moving anymore. The fiend says Justiciar is after?
Oh. You.
Must be him. What happened? We better get down there quickly.
Bitch. She died.
Not to worry, Kimona. He's unconscious, but otherwise appears unharmed.
I actually do like the rain for the vibes of this. Rocks and a mushroom. What happened?
When you came here in pursuit of the Justiciar. Do you remember anything?
Oh god, Reshade is having a stroke.
Yes. Eventually found him. I was confronting that fiend that now lies dead.
Are we gonna see what he looks like? Got a bow.
Lost. The Justiciar graces Grazatan. I shall bring unending peace to this beleaguered land.
Jesus. Sorry, my fucking Reshade is not working. And it looks like dog shit.
You're brave to follow in my path. You indeed possess the mettle to even consider the terrors which threaten our home, let alone stand against them. Oh no. Courageous though you may be, far too weak to fell a beast so mighty. Whip this place with your life, and while you are yet able.
I mean, yeah, it's gotta be like level 95 in the jungle.
I am of the Radiant Host. I ran from such meager prey I would become a laughingstock.
How bold! To look death in the eye without flinching. I doubt not your conviction to defend Radzatan. I believe it pales before mine.
Wait, I should try to do like James, Team Rocket. Oh, Apex! Bestow upon me your divine might! Okay, yeah, that's the vibe.
Did you not heed my call? I require your power more than ever.
Something's supposed to happen.
Why? Am I yet unworthy?
Or mayhap there is a button I must press.
Oh, this is not what I expected. Stand aside, I shall dispose of this pest. Just give me a moment. It cannot end like this. I won't be made a fool. Come on, you moldy trinket, work! Transform me into the hero of Radzatan!
Oh! Oh shit! Oh, don't show us it. Yes, don't show us the bird. I wanna like wait until the end to see it.
That's how I died. Brandished that idol and became wreathed in a mysterious light. Boulders started falling from the sky. They came together. That's when I must have been struck unconscious. Told only faintly, but I think I heard the man mumbling, quite excitedly, as if he had come sudden revelation, as if he was overtaken by madness.
Probably both. Can Reshade fix itself, please?
Seems he got away unscathed. Either he had an incredible stroke of luck, or whatever he was beseeching to actually answered. And it's as I suspected. This Justiciar is the self-same thief who stole the purse of the Apex. But no doubt he's long departed from here. First I'll escort this fellow back to Yedlmad and keep a close eye on him. His head wounds can have dreadful after effects.
Is it fixed? Is Reshade fixed? No, it's not. Hold on. Reload. God, it's so ugly without the shade. No? Reset all to default. Your permissions aren't right. I'll just turn. It's so ugly. Remind me to turn it on again later. Oh! Sorry, I don't need that. I don't want that. No, Reshade! Bessie! Okay. Okay. The, like, Ultra one just doesn't work. Like, okay. Performance? Oh, but it didn't save it. Okay, I'll get it out later. They're off for now, and it's alright. I've been playing with that shader for so long, I didn't realize how... I don't want to say ugly the base game looks. It looks fine, it just looks so washed out.
Soldier Wade has made a Rod Zahan to make a formal report. What an odd report it will be. Not seem to align with the legends of the treasured powers. The Elder escaped unharmed and brought ruin to those around him. Those falling rocks have been a freak accident? I'm so sure. You won't believe it! He came back!
Hello.
You came back to Justiciar. Yes, not long after you left. He said he beat up a monster that knocked out a Radiant. He was laughing his head off. Did he really do that? Is he really stronger than the Radiants?
He is, maybe he isn't.
Well, my mate can't stop talking about him. He wants to be just like that Justiciar. His mum and dad weren't very happy about that, though. I'd advise you and your friend look for a different role model, but we thank you for telling us what happened. Well, there is one less fiend skulking about, I suppose. I've been simply testing the treasure's capabilities. As far as we know, he's yet to use his power to evil ends. Find his motivation's a mystery. Steal the perch at the Apex by force, only to come here to Thafnir and use it for good? Makes no sense. You've heard tell of this passage of the Unbound, yes? Many have ventured to Tuliolal, claiming to be their victims, yet Or they would be saviors. He had such noble goals, and why did he stoop to such devious deception? He be plotting. It's neither here nor there. He stole from my people, and that misdeed can't be forgiven. The Church of the Apex helped us win peace. Its might, our forebears built the foundation of the lives we now lead. Recently it stood silent, a symbol of our pride as a people. It reminded us that we carved out a home within that inhospitable wilderness. Being trusted with its protection is a great honor. I'm so proud of my father when the elders chose him. So proud to be his daughter. But since his Deo was stolen, some of the other villagers made their disdain towards him only too clear. I couldn't bear it. That's why I must get it back. Restore my village's pride and my father's reputation. Still so much we don't know about the Justiciar. We have to assume he's learned to wield the Apex's power. I can't say whether those fallen rocks have anything to do with it, but I won't discount it outright. Continue looking into his whereabouts. I still have so many questions. With both of us working together, we'll find answers soon enough.
Okay, let's go. I just realized I'm missing out on XP with this. Oh well.
Ah, Kimona, I'm afraid there have been some developments that are less than encouraging. News of the Justiciar's actions have spread throughout the city, and with each retelling his deeds to become more valorous, younger citizens in particular seem to view him as something of an idol. Despite the creatures he hunts posing no real danger, he would paint them as mighty beasts in need of felling. Of course, the Radiant hosts are far too busy to trouble themselves, culling every pest that casts a sideways glance at the city's gates. Yet the Justiciar has twisted circumstances to his advantage. He proclaims to anyone who will listen that the Radiant hosts shrink with terror before these beasts, and he's the only one who can eradicate them. Though you might expect such claims to be dismissed as wild ramblings, it seems no few people have fallen for his play. The whispers of his exploits among them practically grown into a clamor. Yet we mustn't be discouraged, for his increasing fame only makes it easier for us to sniff out his trail. Where better to start than routes at haunt? I'll see you there, Kimona.
Alright, back to routes. I'm just gonna teleport there. 150 gil. Oh no. Oh, I shouldn't have moved. I just didn't want to be inside that other person. Let's go.
And how large the city is, let's split up to cover more ground. I have already a destination in mind, the High Crucible, where the alchemists there can concoct all manner of tinctures and powders, including those which help in detecting traces of energies left behind by magics and enchanted tools. All rocks have invariably marked locations where the Justiciar has performed one of his feats. I believe an alchemical mixture can help us determine if their presence is the work of the treasure. I am hardly an expert in such concoctions, though, so I'll seek advice at the High Crucible. While I'm doing that, I would ask you to go to the Hall of the Radiant Host to see if they have any new information about the Justiciar's whereabouts. Does that plan sound agreeable to you? Great. Now that we both have our tasks, let's get to it. I'll meet you back here once my business is done.
Aw, man. This is where the other role quests I haven't done are. Let's see what the costing one is for this. I'm just curious. Ishgard. Oh, so that's Ishgard. Hey, Rick! Although, oh no. Vincent? So that'll be. Oh my god. Gridania, that's gotta be Kanye Center. And then do you get to hang out with Lise? Oh, Raban and Fordola. My god. So neat. I do gotta do the other one. Because yeah, I did the physical range. And you get to go to Doma and hang out with like Hien and Yugiri and Gosetsu. It's really neat. Tired of hearing about this Justicia. Popularity among the city's younglings is quickly becoming a cause for concern. Try as we might to refute his claims that the Radiant hosts are allowing monstrous beasts to run amok unchecked. You know how young minds are. Impressionable, difficult to change once set. Initially disregarded him as a boastful eccentric. His alarming sway over the populace can no longer be ignored. Sorry, burp. At present, considering whether to open a formal investigation into his activities. You and this ally of yours have done well in your search thus far. You even have a working theory about the falling stones, quite impressive. Several of our number have encountered him during their patrols. To lose sight of him over a hail of rocks. Such incidents have become all too frequent. Many of our rank... Many of... Men... Well, now I'm afraid this is all the help I can offer. Please share what I've told you with your companion. Together we may yet unmask the Justicia. Dude, why'd you start talking like that? It's so weird. Oh, you know, I just can't talk sometimes. Yeah, but you didn't even correct yourself. You just kept going. Yeah. Come on. Smudge, my beloved. That's the real reason I made Picto. It's heartening to know that the Radiant hosts are taking this seriously. Thank you for speaking with me, Kimona. I have good tidings as well. I explained the situation to the alchemists, and they provided a powder that should help detect traces of magic in the surrounding environment. I say help because the powder reacts only faintly on its own. To function properly, it requires the skills of one practicing the arcane arts. Luckily, I have you! I've committed the locations of all the sightings of the Justicia to memory, and the closest to us was at the Perfume Rise. Let's hope this powder works as intended. Only but hope. Rise, let's go to the Great Work. Got my elephant! Yay! I only realized I could get this yesterday when I was doing the society quest with the snake people. I realized I could get this, I could get the emote, and I could get the full snails. The Justicia here was sighted near here. I didn't see any other conspicuous stones around, so I sprinkled the powder over this one. Concentrate your focus, or inner eye, or whatever it is that's the locus of your power. See if you can't detect any unnatural forces. Why'd you zoom up on that rock? Does not look great. Oh my god. What the fuck? Whoa. So, be able to detect anything? I knew you could do it! So because there are no crystals in the rock, the energy you detected must be the remnants of some kind of spell, is that right? And taking the story of the Radiant we rescued previously into account, we can conclude that the Justiciar uses the treasure to call those stones down from the sky. At least we now have an inkling of its true nature. So, every question has been answered. Sorry. Radiant told us that even as the Justiciar stood before the creature, he seemed to have trouble calling forth the Apex's power at first. Everyone said that the perch of the Apex is much like the wand he used to weave his magics. Of course, the main difference between them is the unique nature of the essence stored within the treasure. We know little of such arcane instruments, but you must be quite familiar with them. How do you use yours? I paint. I channel ether into it. See, with the right instrument, spellcasting requires the use of specific techniques. Justiciar seems to lack any such expertise. So how did he tap into the treasure's power? I suppose the perch of the Apex possesses some unique method of activation. I spoke with the representatives of the other tribes about their treasures. No one mentioned special techniques being required. Not that the... Oh, burp again, holy... Not that the relics should have much in common to begin with. You two! Did you see an Ori girl pass through here by herself? I'm afraid not. What happened? I recognize you both. The hero from the final days and our recent visit from Tyrell. Apologies from the imposition, but may I beg your assistance? It's all that Justicia's fault. Girl said she was off to join that fool's crusade. Yell ran out of Yetlamad before anyone could stop her. My mother begged us to find her, but if she's following the Justiciar, she could be anywhere. You see, it's been sighted at locations scattered all over Thavna. Can't stand here looking at rocks while a girl is in danger, especially if the Justiciar is involved. We have to help. That'd be much appreciated. We're searching places where the Justiciar's been spotted before, so perhaps you could start where he hasn't been seen? Good idea. As far as I know, he hasn't been sighted at the northern shores. Come on, Kimona. Well, what are we waiting for? Please tell me I have to fight something. My fucking car. Now is not the time for this. I was like so immersed. I remembered. I'm playing an MMO where you just get to fly a car around. Okay, I assume they'll be on the beach. Sounds so good. Oh! Oh, that's just so random empty. Oh! Yeah? People fishing. Oh, let's go. I do get to fight something. Girl, I was gonna be like, you can't do this, you should know, but you're a kid. They're only level 92, this is maybe a bit overkill. Maybe so. I heard fighting, so I came as fast as I could. It's a good thing you arrived in time to save the girl. Thank you, mister. Thank you. Glad you're safe, but your mother must be worried sick. You shouldn't wander off like that, especially not to look for a trickster like the Justiciar. What? You mean he's a bad man? Yes, exactly. He stole an important treasure from my village. Now he's using it to make himself look brave. But he needed to kill the monsters to protect us. It's no excuse for stealing. I've fooled you younglings, but the Radiant hosts know what he's up to. But he said he'd save us from the monsters. He's our hero. Radiant said we shouldn't be scared. Even though we know the Justicia is the one who keeps us safe, we don't need the Radiant anymore. No hero can save the world alone. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say bad things about the Radiant. Protected everyone in the final days. I guess I forgot how much they cared about us. Sorry too. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that after all you've been through. You said the Justicia is a thief and a trickster. I hope it's not true. My hero. Well, I'd best escort her back to Yevlamad. I'll meet you there later, Kimona. Okie dokie. Go back. Oh, and that's the end of the quest. Yeah. Maybe we'll be able to get through all of it relatively quickly. I could just teleport, but I kind of feel like running actually. Teleporting would be faster. I'm not helping them. I'm sorry. Sorry to this man. There's a fate. Okay. I was in the vibes. I love all the, like, purple rocks. Let's see. Yeah, hold on. I messed this up. I think it's just these three. And... if I go on vanilla, it's gonna look like that. I don't know what's wrong. Turn off the shopping and the anti-aliasing? Okay. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back with the shaders. I'm gonna have to, at some point on my own, go and figure that out. Reshade has been giving me a headache, but I really want... just like something like this, just to make the game look a little bit more bright. Because as it stands, it's you saw the color palette can be quite washed out sometimes. Sorry about the notification sounds when friends just came online. Girl and her mother are reunited. I think we can both give ourselves a pat on the back. Maybe we'll inform the Radiant hosts all as well.
I would like to apologize for before. Emotions get the better of me. And... I've never heard that word before. Harangued that poor girl when she was hardly to blame for anything. Really should have been scolding myself. No! Mona, something I neglected to tell you before. The man who now calls himself the Justiciar came to us in the guise of a worldly merchant. He was eager to ask about the Perch of the Apex and its history. I was equally eager to tell him, considering what he might do with the information. So proud of my father for being appointed as his guardian. Suppose I was trying to impress a stranger out of sheer vanity. And it led to my father being attacked, the treasure being stolen from under our noses. No choice but to make amends for my mistake and bring it back. Yet some are convinced that the Justiciar acts only to serve the greater good. Except that he might not be as rotten as I thought. I shot at the wrong person. Come on. I can't let my emotions cloud my judgment. I must remain calm and look at the facts for what they are. Facts say, Justiciar has done no harm to the people of Havner. So,
Keep burping, holy shit. I haven't even drinking a Coke. I have one at my desk, but I haven't even opened it.
So the organization he serves, the Passage of the Unbound, is evil to its very core. His actions at my village are not villainy, I don't know what is. The situation is fraught with contradictions. I still don't know what to think. How about you, Kimona? If he hasn't attacked anyone, his actions are stirring unrest. 3. It speaks of justice and heroism with great bluster, yet there's something we're missing. Reshade, no! No! Thank you, Kimona, for wise words. I sometimes find it difficult to keep my heart from skewing my perspective, so I'm grateful that you're here to help me see clearly. Oh my god. So it seems our objective is unchanged. Track down the man who stole my people's sacred treasure. His intentions may be, unraveling them comes secondary to finding the man himself. Continue to pour my every effort into the search. Stop by from time to time, and I may have something new to share with you.
I don't know why it keeps doing that. You can see it, right? Like the extra shading, it just like shrinks. And it makes this really weird effect. Is that fucking... Yeah, I thought it was like an Emmett Selk chocobo or something. Okay, it... Like it's fixed itself. Okay, let's keep going.
Mona, I hope you've been well. Since we last spoke, the Justiciar has been busy felling fiends all across Thavnir, leaving a trail of witnesses behind in his wake. More than a few have reported seeing stones falling from the sky, which all but confirms our theory that the treasure is causing the phenomenon. Stories share one more peculiar commonality. It seems the pests he hunts have all been from seedkin variety. He avoids beasts of flesh and blood, yet is yet a mystery. Just mentioning that each of these eyewitnesses' account all came from people who were rescued by the Justiciar, who invariably appears just as these creatures attack. In fact, the Justiciar has been there to save the day in every single instance of seedkin-related mischief. At least suspicious if you ask me, and I'm not the only one who thinks so. Some among the Radiant host have suggested that the Justiciar is planning these assaults somehow, though he alone can reap the glory from thwarting them. I agree, I think this should be our next avenue of investigation. Many of these incidents occurred near the Giant Skull grounds, so we should start our search there. We can find one of these monstrous plants before it finds hapless prey, and may be able to shed light upon the Justiciar's methods. Time is of the essence, so let's leave at once.
Can I be so real? And this is no shade. This is, like, really boring so far. Because I was like, oh, the other role quests were really good. So, you know, I don't want to just skip everything. Oh no, look at that. There's like 2 of me. Free shade, please. Oh. I don't know why it does that. Might try reinstall it. I have an idea of how I might be able to fix it, but that'll be for another time. Alright. Oh, sorry. Any moving bushes? Slithering vines? Not here in any case. You wanna, I'll search the western path. Why don't you search the east? You see something, don't strike to kill. Weaken it, then capture it with this rope. Much more from a live specimen. Turn off fucking reach shape, I'm sorry. Sorry I keep fucking around with this. If I just go back to this set, it'll be like, it's turned off. Oh, no, it's because yeah, okay. Oh, look at that, though, it's so washed out, especially, like, contrasting with what I was just looking at. Oh, but now it's showing the fucking... New preset. Off. Okay, we got a new preset. That should just be. Oh well, I'll figure it out. At least it's off for now. I'm not gonna fuck with it. I have to weaken it. But I am on Picto. Okay. Easy. Not weakened enough? Is it weakened enough? There we go. I like how it has a thing that pops up on the screen, actually. I feel like a lot of the quests that... There's a lot of quests in this game that's like, weaken an enemy and then capture it. But it's always hard to tell whether if it's like, if you drain its entire HP, it'll be weakened, or if you have to like do it it's not dead yet. See, plenty of fauna about. The flora seems to be of the rooted to the ground variety. Perhaps my hunch was incorrect. Here you go. Found one. This is exactly as an eyewitness described. We keep it for the time being. Into the great work, and I'll ask my acquaintance there to examine it with all haste. Okay, I have a theory that he is summoning the monsters himself, so he can then defeat them and then gain that reputation. But we'll see. I hope this gets good. I hope this isn't dog shit the whole time. Sorry, that's mean. That's mean. That's true. Probably in this building. Yes.
Mistress Tepeke told me what to expect. Now then, well then, let's see the thing.
This thing.
Oh, I didn't expect it to be so diminutive. Mistress Tepeke's intuition is correct, then I expect some interesting discoveries are in store. Only quite the fascinating specimen indeed. I can say for certain that this creature's growth isn't natural in the slightest. Biologically, it's but still a sapling. Tell by its size, yet it is a result of a specific alchemical mixture which is used to spur the growth of seeds and mycelium to an unnatural degree. Agents have a side effect of making their creatures more aggressive. It explains why such a small specimen would so boldly attack beings larger than itself. Oh. Yet the solution requires ingredients most rare. Costs of curing enough to synthesize it would be beyond the means of most. Oh my god, I can't read. So whoever is behind this, they are likely well healed. As for the creatures themselves, they're all grown artificially. That explains why most of the incidents are in small seedkin. And wait for them to mature naturally. The Justiciar must have accelerated their growth that he could deploy huge numbers over a short span of time. In fact, his plan likely requires that they be small, weak foes in order to guarantee his victory. After all, the great Justiciar can hardly be expected to bear the blemish of defeat. Details brought to light, it's almost certain he's staging these attacks on the common folk. Now we have a new perspective to guide our search. Perhaps you should pretend to Yedlamet. I hear the Justicia is the talk of the village, and the town have stories to share. Splendid idea. Thank you. Your fightings have brought us a step closer to masking the villain. Let's hurry to Yedlamet. The more accounts we have of the Justicia, the better our chances of next move.
All of this to find one guy. Holy shit. Sorry, I ended up lying down in my chair for a bit there. It's still not very exciting. But maybe it's a slow burn. Maybe you'll get good towards the end. This is Final Fantasy XIV after all. Oh my god, that sky? Holy shit. Second I thought I had to go there. I was just quickly looking at some messages I have received. Rest assured, the Radiant hosts are well aware of the Justicia. Every day we receive more reports of him combating beasts in the surrounding wilderness. Encounters are never on well-travelled roads, it seems. They occur in remote regions that we scarcely patrol, along routes that are only used by a small number of merchants and porters. Concluded that Justicia either has uncommon knowledge of the behavioural patterns of these creatures, or that he keeps close company with a merchant who travels those obscure paths. Okay. I said okay, I didn't, like, absorb anything of what that dude was saying. Oh, you're hungry too? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm usually so, like, happy to be doing quests, but I'm like, I don't want to do this. Oh, you're hungry to learn more of the Justicia? He's amazing. I was lucky enough to catch a glimpse of him on the road leading here, facing down a fearsome creature. I don't know how he did it, but he called down rocks from the sky to knock that thing flat. Radiant hosts were away on patrol. Hadn't come to our rescue, Root would have marched right into our homes. He shouted that he was the savior of Ratatan and even waved at me. He looked so impressive with the sun shining behind him. You're an idiot. I'm sorry. Don't tell me you've come chasing this half-baked savior. Younglings might be taken in by his honeyed words, but anyone with experience can see he's nothing but a charlatan. I have a story to prove it. A merchant I know took a tumble while he was transporting his goods. Not long after comes the Justicia, looking chivalrous as you please in shining armor. Did he offer a helping hand? No, he ran off with nary a glance backwards. They go on about slaying beasts, but a real hero would never ignore someone in, even if they were just suffering from scraped knees and bruised ego. That's the end of this quest. Like, nothing's happening. But I don't want to, like, not do it, because it could be good. Alright. Kimona, do you have a moment? I'm having a little trouble here. I sought this merchant out because I was told he dealt with the alchemists in the Great Work. Thought you might know something about the Justicia, but when I asked, he's been like this ever since. Apologies. I was just surprised that you would ask me about that madman. What connection could he possibly have with me? The fiends he fights are grown with rare alchemical materials, and we think he may be staging these encounters. Do you deal with such wares? I wondered if you might know how he came into their possession. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I've never spoken to that man. Very much doubt that. Perhaps he'll be more receptive to questioning from you, Kimona? I saved your ass. You better talk to me. Spit it out. You're working with him. You dare accuse me? Why, how am I to know that you aren't the one in league with the Razan? You're Razan, you said. Who's that, I may ask? Huh? What? Did I... No, that's not my name, Yeah, that's him. I'd be a fool to continue the charade any longer. My son, Virazan, is the one you know as the Justicia. We suddenly confronted with his litany of misdeeds. I quite lost my composure. My god. You're his father! And how do you know he came into possession of such rare materials and knowledge? He stole them from me. My most valuable materials and my precious maps. Yet I was the one who chose to hide that fact, and I bear the blame for the consequences. Oh my god. Fuck, sorry, I'm stretching. I cannot sit goddamn still. Can you tell us about him as a person? Virazan was obsessed with tales of legendary heroes, even from a young age. Paid a great deal of money to have him tutored with the art of the bow. Became quite skilled at it. In fact, not quite as skilled as his arrogance led to him to believe. Due to this, perhaps a lack of ambition, he never aspired to true greatness. Instead, he came to rely upon fanciful equipment and exotic potions rather than honing what skill he had. It pained me to see him fall into dissoluteness. It would brook no counsel. So, several years ago, I gave him enough coin to support his lavish lifestyle,
and told him to never speak with me again. He didn't, until but recently when he darkened my doorstep once more. And that was when he stole your goods. Aye, although I would have willingly given them if he had asked, he was rambling almost incoherently, saying his heroic deeds as the Justicia had caught the eye of someone named Apiahi. Leader of the Passage of the Unbound, whoever they are, that was her. He claimed that under the guidance of his newfound allies, he had obtained a great power. Power enough to eclipse all heroes who have come before and shall come after, as he put it. It seems he gives what money he still has to those people. Think that for all his fanciful words, he has only deigned to grasp at hollow glory, all at the expense of Radz-at-Han. No greater shame as a father. What we know of the shadowy group, most likely aimed to sow discontent through Virazan's maybe so blinded by his own desire for adoration that he can't see whose hands are pulling his strings. You are saying he's being used? That's true, that I can no longer remain silent. Despite what shame it may bring, I see that now sharing my story might be the only way to save my son. Indeed, I suggest you tell the Radiant Host at once. Of course, we'll be pouring our every effort into stopping him. Thank you for giving me direction. I didn't imagine our meeting would end this way. Truth be told, I'm not entirely unsympathetic towards Virazan. Vast in my father's reflected glory while having none of my own to speak of. Glory Virazan seeks is similarly false. I, too, shall visit the Radiant Host and have spread word of the Justiciar's true nature. If we're wise to his trickery, they will be far more likely to aid us. They'll soon learn that a legend built on lies is no match for true heroism. "96. Come on. Greetings, Kimona. Virazan's father has been good as his word and has confessed the truth of his son's actions to whomever will listen. Even among the younglings, far fewer sing the Justiciar's praises. Tide is turning in our favor at last. The Radiant Hosts are making ready to tighten the net. Speaking of which, they had curious news to share. They've been examining the stones left behind by the Justiciar. Notice a pattern. All varieties of rock commonly found near the site of each encounter. For instance, near the Giant Skull grounds, the Justiciar seems to have called down a hail of what else but Giant Skull. I have my own theories about what this means, but I'd like to hear your thoughts, Kimona. Safe to say the artifact doesn't create rocks from nothing. Indeed. First, the apex likely lifts whatever stones are nearby, brings them crashing down to the earth. If our suspicions are correct, we're one step closer to unraveling its mysteries. But despite these favorable developments, the Justiciar's popularity remains a problem. Even with the recent blow to his credibility, his most ardent followers still idolize him. In fact, I hear he's handing letters to the youth of Radz-at-Han though their contents are a closely guarded secret. All the more reason to investigate, don't you think? Once we get to Radz-at-Han, if I question people around the marketplace, would you cover the city's western quarter? That's where his younger followers tend to gather. We've collected enough information, let's share our findings. See you again at Radz-at-Han, Kimona. That really is just like the whole thing. It's like, let's split up and gather information. And then meet back, and then discuss, and that's the quest. I don't want to just be a hater, but man. Come on. I could have just teleported up here.
I felt like running. Hello.
Justicia gave me that invitation himself, only for some thief to snatch it right out of my hand. You believe in the Justicia too? Well, I didn't have a chance to read the whole letter before it was stolen. He's gathering his most devoted for a special audience. The bastard who stole my investigation is clearly up to no good. He even muttered something about getting revenge. Who could hate someone so noble?
Okay.
Oh, you're the one who's always following that Topeki around. I heard she's spreading rumors about the city's savior. I won't let her harm his reputation any more than she already has, so I've nothing to say to her lapdog.
Jesus, okay. I'm just trying to help, you don't realize.
Yeah, I know about the letters. Me and my friends didn't get one though. Grown-ups get angry if we talk about the Justicia. Guess what? I heard Zashal talking about him over by Nereids and Mayheim.
Names.
Had a big grin on his face too. I mean, the Justicia is a bad man like the grown-ups say?
Yeah. Is it? All the way down there. I'm teleporting there. Right. You know what? I keep stretching and yawning. I am gonna take a quick break. I think we're about halfway. But now that I'm saying it, I'm like, oh, it's a little over halfway. I'm not, if I'm being real, I'm not enjoying this a whole lot, but hold on. Oh, that's the Fat Cat one. Oh well, that's an online store thing. Yeah. I'll take a moment. Take a break. And I'll hopefully be back with some energy. Alright. Won't be long. I'm gonna stand here and bounce. Alright. I'll be back soon. We're back. Regrettably. Alright, I've got water. Well, I've had water this whole time. I just need to have a drink really quick. Let's not waste any time, let's go. Ah, true what they say, a fool and his gill are soon parted. Oh. Why, if it isn't one of the heroes of the final days. This isn't about that map I sold to your companion, is it? You'll find it points the way to the vaults of Osdal III, exactly as I described. I may have employed a few, creative methods to entice my customers, but what merchant doesn't? Not here about the map. Not, but of course, why would you be? Well, what can I do for one of our wanted heroes? Well, after the Justicia, the choice of quarry is unusual to say the least. But perhaps I can help you along, hey? A young man came asking for a map to open the way to Uznare. I sold him every map I had, assuring him that one he needed was among them. I suppose he found it. As I hear these letters that were handed out contain a copy of a map. I dare say that young fellow was the Justicia himself, planning a clandestine meeting in the Uznare canals. Mind you, it appears he has no shortage of enemies. No doubt they'll try to interfere. I'm sorry I can't read. They use fancy words in this game. You must understand. Thankfully, Razatan isn't known for its large-scale criminal organizations, but time hasn't kept the less scrupulous citizens from dirtying their hands when times are desperate. From what I hear, bandits seeking to rob trade caravans keep running into the Justicia during his fiend-felling exploits, causing their raids to end in failure. It's not they'll try to infiltrate his group of followers and settle score. And that's where my knowledge of the matter ends. You're wondering where the meeting place is. All I remember is that the spot marked on the copied maps is somewhere in the Shroud of the Songa. So, does that answer your queries? Oh, I have to talk to her. I'm having fun, I promise. Listen, it'll be all worth it when I can dye this hat. I'm sure. Those in support of the Justicia didn't seem surprised when I told him of his misdeeds. Still, they were reluctant to betray him. Sure, I've had no luck. How about you, Kimona? Investigative abilities never cease to amaze me. As for this gathering Virzon is planning, expected some scheme to prop up his flagging popularity. So, many of his devotees are younglings, ill-equipped to make the perilous journey to the meeting place. If they have any sense, rather than attempt to travel there directly, they'll stop at settlements along the way to rest and confirm the route. You said the map led into the Shroud of the Songa, yes? That means Palakistan is the closest settlement. I hear many took refuge there during the final days. It's now a bustling town in its own right. The arrival of more people would hardly raise eyebrows, making it the perfect place to avoid unwanted attention while they make ready. We should head there before they leave on their final leg of their journey. And please tell me it is the final leg.
I was right, Kimona. Many of the youths are carrying pieces of parchment. Those must be the letters. It seems my reputation has preceded me. Our suspected followers clearly avoid me whenever I try to approach them. Still, we can use this to our advantage. None of them would dare leave Palikistan, and while there's a risk, I might follow after. Watch over their comings and goings, and make sure to leave obvious blind spots. If one of the Justiciar's followers attempt to escape the village, I need you to go after them. Now, find a vantage point that affords a good view while keeping you hidden. If you've started pursuing our unwitting target, I will be far behind.
Don't tell me... No. If it's a goddamn stealth mission, I'm gonna... Now that I've said that, it's gonna be a stealth mission. Fuck. Oh, right here. You didn't see me in my bright pink glam. Oh. No. I go under. No, I can't. And nope. No one is following. See? No, I'm not here. Alright, and then he's gonna start running. Yep. Could just get on me. Like, see. Can't see what is available for me to hide behind. The rock here. Okay. Front to this. Okay. Ooh. Behind. Made it. I'm behind this rock. Can't see me, surely. No, he can't. Spectacular. Yeah. Okay, over here. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Portal should be nearby. Then I'll finally meet him. Sup, bitch? What? You're the hero who saved us in the final days. What are you doing here? So you're working alongside that woman I saw at the village. I heard about the rumors she's been spreading, and I had no idea she'd enlisted your aid. Justicia saved me. See, transporting goods from a local merchant was too busily to even hire a proper escort. A ferocious creature ambushed me. Savior appeared from nowhere, saw off the beast, ruined my life. Why I came here to see if there's any truth to the rumors. But now I understand I'm in over my head. Going back home. Here, you can have the map. Trust you to take the measure of the to the Justicia to share the truth with us all. I can't, like, talk today. Bye, bitch. Apologies for watching from the shadows, but I was afraid my presence might have startled the lad. I was able to hear what he said, though, and his gratitude towards the Justicia here seemed genuine. I dare say the other followers feel similarly. Well, now we have a map of our own, let's open the portal and confront Virazon. Oh shit. Oh, we're back here. Oh shit. Finally get to face him. Sight. Treasure calls this. Oh my! If it is the hero who saved Razatan, nay, the world itself, I never expected someone so vaunted to attend my audience. I am honored nonetheless. Never your games, Virazon. Stop this madness at once. After giving you such a warm welcome, these are the thanks I get. Well, 'tis true I wasn't once known by that name. 'Twas merely a guise I wore until I discovered my true self. So long as I am the masked hero of Razatan, I shall not suffer any to call me Virazon. That is your name, isn't it? Holy shit. Why don't you drop the act and try being a true hero? True hero, you say? Indeed. Perhaps casting aside this mask is the price I must pay for the adoration I am due. Oh, finally got to see his face. Oh, he's ugly. I'm sorry. That piss yellow hair. Very well. My name shall ring throughout Razatan. Let it be known that the Justicia is Virazon, and Virazon is the Justicia. Are you saying you unleash Persia the Apex upon your own followers? You know its name. I remember you. Girl from Shaktaral, yes? Your village's artifact is not discriminating in its wrath. Some among my followers harbored wicked intentions. It brought sorrow onto my enemies. The true of the heart caught in the aftermath were merely fortunate. But they believed in you, even though you tricked them? What kind of hero are you? Let's fucking go. You too would oppose me. I thought that as fellow saviors we might find some common ground, yet it would seem we are destined to walk different paths. Oh? Now, faced with an unknown peril, a great fervor rages within me. You gonna become a bird? You gonna become the owl? That would be sick as hell. However, here is not where we shall match wits. No, a more fitting battleground is in order. We will meet again soon, you have my word.
Ah, shut up! Ah!
So, can you tell us what happened here? Fuck. Oh my god. So sleepy. He gathered us all around and made a grand speech. Claimed he was a hero that would drive back the flood of fiends threatening Thavner. And he spoke of his anger at the recent rumors. He told us to go forth and repair his damaged reputation. The people would love him again. Being quite impassioned, in fact. It's for us to get to teach him a lesson, biding our time till his back was turned. Couldn't stomach his self-righteous drivel any longer. He acts like he's a god come to grace Thavner. Most people have grown wise to his tricks, including the Radiant Host. Stepped forward and told him as much, and then demanded... Oh my god. Demanded that he admit he's been pulling the wool over everyone's eyes. That's when he started waving that thing about. Soon learned that the rumors of its power were true. Rocks started falling down around us. Us true believers were not... Even as true believers were not spared. There was nowhere to run. The Justicia said such power cannot be fettered. Sacrifices are unavoidable. All the while he was laughing. We pleaded with him for mercy. That just made him angrier. Flourished the object again, and yet more rocks assailed us. It was horrible. Stones big and small raining down endlessly. Till you two appeared, that is. Thank you for telling us what happened. Wish we could have arrived sooner. Now, just to set things straight, it was you two that brandished your weapons first, yes? I won't deny that, but you were only trying to bring the truth of his misdeeds to light. I'd have had some personal scores settle on top of that. Before I left Palik's stand, I asked the Radiant Host there to look out for anyone returning from the wilderness. I suggest you head there and seek their aid. While you're there, share with them what you just told us. For the pair of you, don't even think about running away or you'll have us to deal with. Them. Oh my god, I'm like, oh god, I'm sorry, I got too close. Everyone has returned to the care of the Radiant Host. As for those ruffians who meant to attack Virazon, it seems they had a history of violence for which they may soon answer. Several among Virazon's followers were dealt serious wounds. We could be grateful that none lost their lives. Exactly as the old saying describes, Master of the Apex shall be showered with good fortune, yet leave only sorrow in their wake. What about sorrow certainly seems true, at least. I but hope that Virazon's spell over their people will be broken at last when word of what transpired here becomes common knowledge. Let that buoy our spirits as we return to Yetlamat. Alright, let's go. We're getting close. That was certainly an ordeal. Though Virazon got away, we can look back upon what transpired to plan our next course of action. It appears that the treasure takes rocks from the surrounding environment and makes them rain down upon the wielder's surroundings. However, the power seems to be somewhat haphazard. While Virazon himself wasn't struck, the boulders assailed friends and foe alike. Something else has been nagging at me. Well, the stones we saw in the canals seem quite a bit larger than the others. I don't know what to make of it, but I'll give it some thought. I still don't know exactly how he controls the Apex's abilities either. We must focus on these mysteries as we continue our investigation. As for Virazon himself, he was just as his father said, wasn't he? His so-called heroism is an empty charade, like a child playing at being hero from their storybooks. He seems motivated by a vain desire to gain the love of people. He cares nothing for their well-being. He'll learn his lesson soon enough, though. None will sing his praises after the word of what happened at Isnair spreads. Even he must know this. I worry that his desperation will drive him to worse misdeeds. If the treasure is used with reckless abandon, it could cause untold harm. I must discuss this with the Radiant Host. Together, we might be able to capture Virazon before he attempts anything drastic. Stand by for now, Kimona. I'll be in touch the moment I have something to share. Yes, ma'am. We're getting there. 98. That's food. Maybe this will be the last one, right? It won't be level 100. Maybe it won't be level 100. This is far back, yeah. Surely this is the last one. Fingers crossed. It seems Virazon has been laying low since our last encounter. I'm sad to say, however, that my investigations have uncovered little. There's cause to celebrate, for I've received a letter from my mother with good tidings. Father has finally awakened after the grievous wound dealt him by Virazon. That's well enough to travel to Tulial, while in fact I may have already arrived. Of course, I'd love nothing more than to go to him, but I pledged not to return until I had the perch of Apex in hand. Besides, I'm soon to depart with the Radiant Host to try and sniff out Virazon's whereabouts before he acts out of desperation. That's why I ask that you go in my stead. As a treasure's guardian, no one living is more knowledgeable than its history than he. Share with him all that's transpired since we began our search. He may be able to point out something that we've missed. It's a lot to ask, Mona, but the safety of Thavnir depends on it. And please, give my family my regards. My mother should be able to tell you where in Tuliol my father is staying. Once you've finished, let us meet at the Aetheryte Plaza in Rodzit Han to share what we've learned. Wow, look, let's split up to gather information and then meet up to share what we've learned. Oh, there's no Aetheryte here. Jump off. Whippy. Oh, if it isn't Kimona. I don't see Tepeke with you. Did you come alone? I'm glad to hear my letter arrived safely. That Tepeke seems to be as tenacious as ever in your search. Father Netse has already arrived here in Tuliol. He's barely stayed in one place since. Seems desperate to help Tepeke from his distance in whatever way he can. He told me he was traveling to the Yaritoyayan Yoanan Plain. Fuck. In search of information he was assured me was quite vital. We wish to speak with him. Will doubtless be in the area. That's in fucking Shaloni.
peek the new Kaomui. I got it from grinding Emanation for a little bit. Very fun. And got the Sekos comic. Oh, it's an owl. Nice. Alright. Help this man.
Thank you, traveler. I overextended myself, but recently recovered from a severe injury. Fool to run such a beast alone.
What are you doing here?
You're the kimono I've heard so much about. Many thanks for what you've done to recover the perch of the apex. Ugh. News of your progress in Thavnir is most heartening. Despite my position as its guardian, I never knew it could rain down stones from the heavens. Since arriving in Tuliolol, I've done what I can to shed light upon the Tural Vidral sealed within the treasure. Where the nations of Tural were unified, some left our village to build new homes in the city. I've sought them out to see if they know anything of use. Fortunately, none could offer insight into the treasure's magics, but one of them told me that the owls are dragons. Since the Tural Vidral sealed within the perch of the apex was once an owl, it seemed logical to pursue such a quarry. Thought perhaps I could glean something about the ancient beast from their behavior. Because not some fundamental aspects were the same even after transformation. Having heard your account, there was one fundamental difference that stands out. As far as I'm aware, no owl native to these lands possesses the ability to hurl rocks, large or otherwise. No doubt the Tural Vidral gained this power following its metamorphosis. I do believe, however, that it would retain an owl's core instincts. The one you fought didn't strike unprovoked. Instead, it watched me from afar with fear in its eyes. This is normal behavior for most animals. I was surprised by how suddenly it descended upon me the moment I started approaching. It sensed danger and attacked preemptively. I had the same thought. The owl sensed a threat and chose to confront it rather than run from it. The same impulse may have driven the Tural Vidral. Indeed, that correlates with something I heard from one of my countrymen relocated to Tuliolol. He spoke of a continuation of tales passed down from the elders. No hunter's arrow could fell the apex. It struck down in a storm of its own wrath. Wild by a heart of fright, thus it was sealed away at last. Not judging from the owl's behavior, I can theorize that the treasure is activated when the bearer senses danger. According to the story, this power can easily get out of hand if its bearer is panicked. Of course, this theory must be tested first. Yurazan will certainly use the perch of the apex again. Thus, I ask that you and Tepeke pay special attention to the circumstances leading to its activation. You have my thanks. Loath though I am to admit it, I have yet to recover from my long convalescence. It would only be a burden to you. I wish I could aid my daughter another way, more than make up for my absence. Please, lend her every bit of knowledge you have, Commander. Pray that my daughter will soon return home, treasure in hand.
Okay. What's it, huh? 2,000 gil. That's ridiculous. We don't have the FC actions up. No.
Mona, you came just in time. Mirzon has shown his face in Razat Han. You can tell me about your journey to Tuliolol later. For now, come with me. Ha ha ha! Are you surprised? Thanks to the sage counsel of a fellow hero, I have decided to doff my mask. Although my face may be unfamiliar, I believe you know who I am. I was once the Justiciar, but you may call me Virazon. I am Thaviner's protector, its savior, its hero. You may have heard Salicus rumors that I have orchestrated the very attacks which I so valiantly drive back. I was behind the catastrophe at the Unzer canals. I am here to assure you that those are false aspersions, all cast by those who are envious of their betters. I give my life for this fair city and its people, and I would give more. I'm sorry. I just can't read because I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm like not processing what I'm saying. I would give more if I still could. More still if I could. What should we do? Best lock him up before this gets out of hand. Don't want him raining down rock salt with all these bystanders around. Now I'll keep an eye on him. All I ask for is your respect, your adoration, a dream held by all, realized only by the few. And I would be one of those few. I have proven myself worthy of being your savior, and now with an entire city watching with bated breath, I shall declare my intent to reach even higher. Yes, for I can protect you all better as your ruler. I shall retire the mantle of hero and take up the crown as the king of Radz-at-Han. Bitch, there already is a king. Boston's gone mad. I wield a power unassailable. Beyond your throne, you would never again have cause to fear. All would live in peace. All would shower me with love. They would shout it to the heavens, and from that love would spring a new Radz-at-Han, a greater Radz-at-Han. Never fear your lies, Virazon. The power you wield protects none but yourself. To everyone else, it brings only ruin. Of course, the road to greatness is ever paved with necessary sacrifices. Yet so long as your ruler lives, Radz-at-Han shall know naught but prosperity. Think you're better than Master Vitra. He bore the city and its people on his back, while you look fit to collapse under the weight of your own armor. You're no leader, you're a damn joke. Does this man speak for you all? Is there not one among you who would follow me into a brighter future? Ah, but I am nothing but not magnanimous. Magnanimous, sorry. You find the wisdom to accept me as ruler. I shall continue to stand vigilant as your eternal shield. Stop this, Virazon. You're only making it worse for yourself. What you see, you've become a laughing stock. Give up. Oh my god. That break did not do much. Give up this facade and answer for your sins. Do so now, and the Radiant Host may yet grant you mercy. My sins? Are you not the one poisoning the people against me? Do your worst, I dare you. It will only make me more powerful. I know not what is in your heart, but please end this madness, end it, and return to me, my son. Oh shit. Don't get any closer. You two, why you... He's gonna die. He's dead. Oh, no, he's alright.
face is so dumb.
Don't we fight here, there's no telling how many innocents will be wounded.
Pathetic. As ever, I tire of this farce. I've declared my intent to become king of Radzatan. As for you two, this is no place for a battle between heroes. We'll meet again, mark my words, and then we shall decide who is the mightier.
Fuck you, man.
Can't risk a confrontation on the city. You're right, of course. As much as I hate to see Virazon walk free, yet to ascertain the extent of his power. Now we must bide our time. Notice that despite all his proclaimed love for his people, he didn't even look back at them as he retreated. Perhaps he couldn't bear to look them in the eyes. One of them at least.
Man. This guy sucks. I know that's like the point, but damn.
Right.
It was a disaster. Virazon is truly lost. At the very least, he's committed himself to fomenting unrest within Radzatan. Although he's my son, I cannot condone his actions. His words are grand but empty. That ridiculous armor is nothing but more than a gaudy decoration. He is truly the embodiment of false heroism.
Actually, I thought the armor was kind of cool, but okay.
What's more, this latest debacle has surely made him a criminal in the eyes of the Radiant Host. All I can do now is beg them to grant my son some small degree of clemency.
Where you go? May I ask you something? Virazon called down the rocks. Did you see his expression? What a peculiar, but I'm curious as to what his father saw in that face.
Aye, it was a familiar look. Used to scold him for losing himself in make-believe, yet that same cast in his eyes. A look of petulant rage, as if he resented me for pulling him out of his reverie and into harsh reality. He hasn't changed. Apologies, but I must go.
It's as I thought. Clad in his shining armor, he can't bear to be told no. Those childish games have taken a malevolent turn. For now, we should return to Yethelmat. Forget to hear what you've learned in Tuliolo, after all.
Alright. To Yethelmat. And then the last one will be us fighting him, so hopefully that'll be like a solo duty. I hope. Hey, look, another Picto.
Now that we have some room to breathe, I'd like to hear about your journey to Terral. Does my father have anything to share? Important to note that he's well enough to go chasing after our howls and such. Wish he'd take more care. Thank you for saving him and for bringing me his theory concerning the treasure. He really is triggered by a sense of danger. Explain why Virazon had trouble using it the first time. He wasn't truly afraid of that small fungi until it was almost upon him. Also explains how he can wield the apex of his powers despite having no training in magics. Response to emotion, not intent. So much is falling into place. He goaded the Radiants into apprehending him because he knew the threat would be answered. You saw how nonchalantly he quit the plaza, almost as if defying someone to stop him. Son truly believes himself to be untouchable. His words and deeds align with the theory well enough. That curious fragment of a story seemed to imply that the Tural Vitral lost control in a panic. Perhaps its strength rose in proportion to the danger it senses. But danger is too great. Well, you saw what happened to the Snare Canals in Radzatan. You were present both times, as were others who wished Virazon ill. At both times, we saw stones much larger than we've seen before. I understand why he's so eager to face you. One of your caliber will strike fear into Virazon's very core. That fear will summon a power greater than he's ever known. Power enough to bring a hero to his knees. Or so he thinks. But we'll do better. We'll use that arrogance to our advantage and bring him crashing down to the earth. Though we may have to contend with falling rocks for a time, straight fight he'll be outmatched. So, we strike fast, and we strike hard. Well, that fancy armor is nothing more than mangled steel. Although you may prefer to put your foes to sleep and whatnot, you know he has an arsenal of alchemical concoctions at his disposal. That's why I suggest a bit of good old-fashioned brute force. While you unleash your most fearsome destructive spells, I'll be your shield. Don't even think of holding back.
Got it. Picto is the best DPS right now, so it'll be no issue.
I look forward to fighting by your side. You simply have to find a suitable arena. I shall consult a Radiant host as to the location. Once that's decided, we'll confront Virazon for the final time.
Alright. We're almost done.
You'll be pleased to know the Radiant hosts were most helpful in finding a place fit for a duel. When I saw it, I even began to believe our encounter would be one for the songs. Speaking of which, it seems your name's on the lips of all and sundry. The people already consider you the true savior of Radzatan and believe you will bring Virazon to the deceitful to justice. I apologize for putting so much weight on your shoulders, but something tells me you're used to it. Final showdown shall take place in the mountain pass leading to Khadga, where great crystals will stand as witness to its conclusion. Sustainably romantic and suitably isolated. Radiant hosts have spread word throughout Thavnir that the hero has arisen to challenge Virazon, whose pride will force him to answer. Entrance to the pass is at the Giant Skull grounds. Let's head there at once to await his arrival.
I just want to kill this man already. Damn. I assume this is gonna be where we fought, that guy. You know that guy? Mount Ordeals. This one. Yeah. Yes, Mount Ordeals. I assume it'll be there. Come on. I just want to lost this man with my fucking spells. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Our mole heroes open a way towards Khadga. Certain Virazon will arrive before long, and will wipe that arrogant grin off his face. First, we should check our gear and gird our loins for battle. Ready, Kimona?
Know it.
There he is.
The cracked peaks of Kagda. Through the cracked peaks of Kagda, desolate winds blow over the field of battle. Oh, what a fitting location you have chosen for the conclusion of this legendary rivalry. You sneeze. Ugh. Sorry. I was right not to face you before. In environs unsuited to a struggle between titans. Now my patience has been rewarded, and my heart races in anticipation. You. I knew you would answer our challenge. You would never be able to stomach the people calling you Craven. Such boldness in the face of impending doom. Have you not realized by now that so long as I wield the perch of the apex, I am invincible? We'll soon put that to the test. You rely too much upon stolen power. It dilutes you. You claim to be a savior to the people, but they have only seen through your lies. Even your own father can scarcely bear to look at you. You're nothing but a small man. She only said small twice. Hiding within the hollow facade of a hero. Today we tear that facade down. Will you now? You may have the metal, but have you to claim the mantle of hero, my mantle? Well, yes. I'll fuck you up. The Deceiver. Time for words has passed. Follow my lead. Let's kill this man. Alright. Let's go. I just want him dead. I'm not reading out what they're saying. You must understand. Yeah, he's gonna drop rocks. That's expected. Combo. Oh, see ya. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that, my dad's heading out. I just need to say goodbye. Look at this coward summoning other things. Oh, wait, I want to paint this first. Painting painter. Hammer. Oh, you done? Oh, he's naked. What?
What is happening? Okay, just in time for me to dodge that. Yes. Girl. Thank you. This guy. Oh. I shouldn't have gone that way. Oh well. It's fine. Actually, I point this laser move towards all of them. Hit a couple. AoE one. Hey. Sorry, girl. No. Kill this man. Kill him. Come on, let me do my burst. Oh, now he's like naked. Why? Let's go. Oh, now we're gonna have to fight the fucking bird. Let's break that before anything bad happens. You dumb, stupid, annoying man. I'm trying to stop it. Why do you think I'm casting so many spells? For the fun of it? No. I don't think Adel will be gaining this, but... okay. Duty complete. Alright. Damn. Dead. It's out cold. Take back the treasure. This can't happen. A hero never falls. We must retreat. Yes, a tactical retreat. A noble retreat. So that the Justicia may live to save another day. Gonna get rock dropped on, isn't he? Please? Huh? Yes! Yes! kill this man.
Suppose the apex wasn't finished yet.
Finally.
Seems that Virazon, in his cowardly haste, neglected to look skyward. Was it an unfortunate accident?
No. That was God's will.
Or fate delivering his just desserts? Claimed to be Radz-at-Han's savior, sowed only discontent among its people. Some days in a sunless Gaul will have him time to reflect upon the error of his ways. How? Finally recovered the perch of the apex. Thank you for coming this far with me, Kimona.
Oh, yay, we got our actions back. Anyway.
Battle was hard fought, but we made it through. Virazon is the responsibility of the Radiant Host now. Now that I've done what I pledged to do, I must return home and bring the good tidings to my mother and father. Yet before doing so, there are others I must thank. Meantime, can I count on you to meet my family in Uliolal for one final farewell? Parents will surely be glad to see you again.
Oh, thank God it's the lost one. Not to be a downer, but that kind of sucked. I'm sorry, I did not enjoy those role quests. I liked it when he got hit on the head with a rock. That was funny. The rest of it was just not quite the vibes. Hey, maybe some of the other ones are good, and it's just the Costa ones that suck. But I do like the idea of them being like just sitting at the table in a restaurant talking about how they're gonna take over the world.
I didn't expect to see you in Tuliolal again so soon. Sipeke well?
Oh yeah, she's pretty great.
She really did it! The man who stole our secret treasure will answer for his deeds.
Oh, answer for his deeds.
Mother, it's good to see you. I am sure Kimona's already told you what happened. I couldn't have retrieved our treasure without him.
So we've heard. Kimona already also told us your wits and bravery were essential to your success. On behalf of our whole village, I thank you for guiding Tepeke in her quest, Kimona. No problem. First, the Apex must be returned. Careful guard once again. The story of the Tural Vitral's demise proves that we were not meant to wield this power as our own.
I'm sorry, Father, but I disagree. Once I return to the village, I want to tell everyone what happened in Thevnir. They need to know what the treasure is capable of, else we risk forgetting once again.
And it ties into the Dawn Trail themes.
I don't deny that the Apex's power is dangerous. I saw with my own eyes what happens when it's wielded with abandon. During the course of our search, I also saw potential. We fully understood how it worked. We could use it without risk to ourselves or other people. We turned something we once feared to our advantage, instead of letting it become obscured in legend. See the reason in that.
Well, I keep making him British. He's not. He's American, because in Tural,
It's ever ready for danger. Times of peace. Safety be threatened, our treasure may grant us a means to protect ourselves. May be trusted to use it responsibly? Great power breeds great desire. Someone with the same ambitions as Virazon may arise again. Perhaps from our own. I dare say that once I've regaled them with the rise and fall of the Justiciar, they'll think twice before following in his misguided footsteps. As our forebears relied on the legend of the Tural fate to forbid the treasure's use, we use a story of Virazon's fate to urge caution. This time we have someone who lived through it to tell the tale. Of course, I'm going to be guiding people in safe use of a potentially dangerous treasure. I see no choice but to inherit my father's position as its guardian. Some may raise their eyebrows at the prospect of loose-lipped Peke serving as a part of the Apex's protector, but I've grown from my mistakes. And who better to tell the tale of Virazon and Tepeke's failures?
aw, that's sweet.
Our only mistake was trusting Virazon, same as I and many others. Unlike him, you have the willpower to overcome your own failings. Of course, of your long and arduous journey, your wealth of experiences and your efforts have finally been rewarded. You took responsibility for your actions. Doing so provided your conviction to our people. We shall listen to this proposition with open minds, I'm certain. Now we must say farewell, as much as it pains me to do so. I owe you a debt I could never hope to repay. Once I return to the village, I'll do my utmost to protect the treasure we worked so hard to retrieve. Till we next meet, may fortune smile upon you.
And I'm gonna forget about you after today. I'm sorry. Wow. Restoring peace to Tuliolol, one shitty roll quest at a time. Wasn't that bad. I'm just mean.
Reach for the apes.
Alright. So it is just in my glam dress. I do want to grab some dyes as well before I do it. So I'm going to return to Gridania. I might be able to just get some from the merchant. We'll dye the fit, and then I'm going to call the stream there, because I just want to stop. I'm so sorry today's stream. The vibes are, like, miserable. This one's, dye. Libri pink. Fuck with that. I could, but let's get Colibri. So that's... Ooh. Okay. I also want apple green. Okay. Well, let's see how we get these. Paper pink dye. I'm just on the wiki, that's why the game's cut out. Okay, that's crafting. Okay, I can get that one, easy. And then apple green dye is that crafting? Oh, okay, that's from kobolds. I might not be able to get that from them, but I can definitely craft the pink one. How much is this? Get 10. 8,000, that's not much. And I just need to look. Do goldsmith just because it's my best one. Dyes. You pink. Say 10 of these. Gather them. Oh. Yeah, you only need one per die. Okay. Let me out. Pretty sure there's like a gap in here you can go through. Or not. I have to go around. Ooh. Little Alamigo is like one of the worst settlements in the game. It looks like there'd be a gap there. They should have a gap going out that way. Just saying. But oh well. You can grab these now. God. This will be everything I need. Bam. Okay. Now I'll go to Tuliolal to craft them all up. And to craft them and dye the hat. And then that'll be the street. Let's just craft here. I don't Goldsmith, that's my best crafter right. Oh, I think I have to craft it once to do a quick synthesis. Quality wouldn't matter, right? Alright. The crafting crafter. Alright. And synthesis. Now I've got an excess. Well, I was always going to have an excess if I wanted 10, but you know. Oh, I want to be on my... Let's go. Die. Yeah! Finally. Okay, I actually have some thoughts of how to redo the die. Switch these, and so that being pink, I want it to be green. Bear with me. Okay, maybe. Bear with me. Well, trust the process. This one. And no matter what I dye it, it'll have that little extra. I could have it yellow. That's a bit too much yellow now. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's kind of hideous. Let's discard changes and just kind of go with what I was planning to originally. Just these two. That's swapped. Yes. Okay. Go for a lighter yellow. No. Yes. Ooh. Okay, yeah, cream yellow. I just need... We'll just have it as a... Honey. I could... But it looks a bit too pale then. Sorry, let me cook. That's too much pink. Okay, we'll save it like that. Moment of truth. Bam. It has been dyed. And now the glam is complete, finally. Thank you, anyone who's stopped by. I'm so sorry I was miserable for this whole stream. It's not my fault, it's because the role quest was really boring. But I got my my glam done, which I'm very happy about. This is probably the glam I've worked the hardest to get. And it's not even my favorite glam, but I do like it. I'm so glad I used this hat for it. It's still got a little bit of the picto fit. I'll keep using this brush for a bit. Yeah. My brain's gone, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call it here. I'll be back with more Final Fantasy XIV soon, I'm sure. So, yeah. Have a good day, night, whatever time it is for you, and bye-bye.